Welcome back to Change Geek, where it's all about driving personal success. Today's topic is the top 3 tips for how to survive extreme business transformations at your job. Keep to your core. And I know that sounds so simple. You know who you are as a person, right? You go to church every day or every Wednesday and Sunday, or you volunteer for the basketball team. You know who you are as a person. You don't lie. You pay your taxes on time. What I'm talking about is when changes start happening in your life and things start affecting your Maslow's need hierarchy. Do you sometimes see, not you, but other people, wink, wink, other people start changing their personality? You see other parts of them coming out. That's what I'm talking about. Don't deviate from the core of who you are. Let me give you an example. And the whole concept I'm explaining is called cognitive distortion. Okay. Let me give you an example of cognitive distortion. There's many types in organizational behavior. Okay. There's so many I could fill the day with that. So I'm just going to explain a scenario. Okay. Pretend like you are walking in your office and you see your boss. And she walks by you in the same corridor that you're walking in and doesn't look at you, doesn't smile at you, and you say, "Good morning." And your boss goes, and walks off. Okay? It's happened to me many times, by the way. And your cognitive distortion goes, "Oh my gosh, something's up. She's going to lay me off. I know there's a layoff coming up. I never did like her." Right? She's such a snob, right? Anybody think that? And you're in this different environment. Your Maslow's need hierarchy is being challenged, right? So, or your colleagues when you're dealing with them. So when you're going through that, you have to remember to keep through that and do not fall into the distortion of the self, right? And don't let yourself erode. I call this erosion of the self should not happen. Because then you go, I'm not so good at my job, I think. And the monkey mind takes place. There's a theory, and it's actually scientifically proven, that if you take a frog and you put that frog in a bowl or a little, a saucepan or something, and you slowly crank up the temperature 1 degree like every 30 minutes, by the time the water boils, the frog has acclimated and boiled itself to death, not knowing to jump, because it's complacent where it's at. And the human psyche does that as well, okay? And on the converse side is the water slowly comes to a boil, you throw the frog in, it notices the water's hot because it was in a room temperature, you throw it in the hot water, it jumps out. Okay, that's how change happens. Change on the left side is it's gradual and we don't see it eventually. Okay, and the extreme changes, you see it immediately, you know when to react. And somewhere in these spectrums, from one extreme to the other, is your business transformation. You're somewhere in this gray area. And I'm saying to survive, make sure that you're avoiding the symptom. Maybe you're in this situation or this one, no matter what, you know when you need to get up. Anybody play pinball? Remember when you're pinball machine, right? At the very beginning of the game, you do have some control. You're releasing when the ball's going to play. That's pretty much it. And then the ball shoots down a guided corridor or a guided chute to tell the ball where to go, and it goes in this random, what have you. I think wherever the bells and whistles, bing, 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 tell it to go. And I know a lot of our careers are based on that, right? We got to survive. And so what I'm saying is just to survive, okay, fine. Go where you need to go. Go where happenstance where you need to go might be. For example, I'm completely open to being vulnerable to you guys. I've been laid off. I've been on the layoff list 3 times. I've been laid off twice. And wherever they put me in the reorg, right, Annie, I'm going to go. Amen, sister. I'm going to go. I know what my focuses are. I've got kids to, feed. I've got Michael to take out to lunch later, right? Okay, so I know what I got to do. So if you know you're going to be in that happenstance, And that's fine to survive, right? But when I start flipping the coin and I say you need to thrive, you need to start taking control of that and not letting yourself be in that metaphor of being the ball in the pinball machine that really doesn't have a lot of control, okay? Good? If you like my content, please like and subscribe and comment. I actually answer all questions that come to me from any of my videos. Don't forget, check out my Facebook site called Change Geek and also my website called constanceon.com. Until then, I'll see you next time. Thank you.